Uh, so yeah, you guys. The captain leaves you with the bottle, walks off with her partially filled glass, and says, "We'll be heading out in the morning. You can go ahead and take the cots. If you need to, we'll make up some space for you. I don't know what you went through in there, boys, but it doesn't look good."
It is better for you this way. You do not want to know.
But yeah. So, what do you guys end up trying to do for the rest of the day?
You know, gentlemen, when she says cots, it makes me think of Mock. I miss Mock. Those were happier times.
Rest of our cats.
Yes, resting your cots.
Or dead Mock.
Yeah, poor dead Mock. But we got his broadsword, so it's all right. Mock was a good guy.
But he couldn't get his pipe.
So I'm gonna spend the night studying the tattooing book and maybe increase my rank.
Maybe I should do that. Did you have a skill for this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why you ended up doing it.
It's rank 1 though.
Because I was gonna say I have an 8 dex, which might be slightly better.
You with your 8 dex is better than me plus my skill by an additional 2. You're still 2 steps ahead of me.
Yeah,
I just give the book to Kaja.
Yeah, no, like okay. So how this plays out is, you start opening up the book to look at it, and Kaja just looks over, and basically grabs it from you and starts flipping through it, and you look and it's like, nope, gonna just you do you. Yep, okay.
Yep. So I'll take out the other book I got along with that one, and I'll study that one instead.
The Book of Pain.
I believe it was called, quote, The Pain.
All right.
According to my notes. I will study that
Pain's
one.
life story.
It's an auto-tuned book. Or if it's a book, it would, instead of being auto-tuned, to be auto-edited.
You open the book and it just starts talking to you in auto-tune.
Yeah. I think Wyland is going to find a quiet spot somewhere on the ship.
Yeah.
He's going to drink, probably more than he should. He'll spend a good half hour.
Good and numbed by the time we do this tattoo on you.
Yeah, right. He will. He'll probably cry for about a good half hour. Throw up, and he will commence working on a new song or rap poem. One of what nature he's not going to reveal at this time.
By the way, Chris, did you like the song I linked for you in regard to your fancy pants?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm excited to, though.
It's a good one. You're getting into something good when Jonathan Colton's involved.
I'd be concerned.
Yes.
Mr.
Probably.
Fancy Pants. Okay. But yes. Okay, so you guys you do that. Kaja, you read the book. Now do you try to take the skill in it?
20 XP.
No, that's a no. Yeah, you're able to read it, you're able to get the ideas, and with your 8 dex being better than someone's skill, you
well, I'm at 5 dex plus 1 rank, so that's still a 6.
I'll learn eventually.
But yes,
next time XP happens, he'll learn.
You sit there, and anyone coming around, if you have enough to pull forward to sit there and tell them whenever they ask if you need anything, you can ask for like a pen and paper or something to learn how to do the doodles.
I will do that.
Do the doodles.
Doodle.
Yep. But yes. So actually, do a dexterity check on that one. See if you can.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, since it's paper, you're able to redo it fairly easily. So we'll give you some time after you basically just
It looks strangely
Right.
like the splotch on the back of
you
Wyman's leg.
try to make it something, but you end up with, let's see what that can be. That just that little scribble.
Nice.
So yeah. It's gonna take you some time. But yes. So starts getting a little bit darker, night starts to descend. They are you guys still hanging out on the top? Are you hanging out down with your stuff and the egg?
I think once I decide to retire for the evening, I shall to protect that egg.
Okay.
Sounds good to me too.
Okay.
Pretty much.
You guys are able to take the cots down with you and make a better placement, a better bed down there. I imagine Kaj is just leaning against the egg still.
Leaning against it, reading.
Yep. See, now if there are sanity checks, you guys may have lost some.
May have.
Kaj should be a broken man right now.
I think Grigori would be the only one with a chance to have not lost any, and even then, it probably would have been difficult.
See, it can't hurt Kaja physically, but emotionally.
He can be taught.
He can
Except
be
for that
taught.
one time you almost murdered him physically. But other than that.
That and, a couple other times, yeah. But, especially in the D&D games. Oh, but yes.
Listen, those kobolds agreed with me. They were my children.
And now they don't exist anymore.
No.
Because that game doesn't exist anymore.
I love that. No.
But, yes. Okay, so night goes through. Everyone do a perception check to remember something.
Remembering checks?
Remember.
Maybe.
I am as perceptive as always.
You're really just nose deep in your book. Wyland? There we go. Okay. Grigori, you feel like you're forgetting something. Wyland, you're like, right. Since these are gone, shouldn't we the headband stuff?
Even. That is
Yes. Do you want to at least use your headbands?
The whole protection from Zynthians popping into your brain.
I believe it was a full-on hat, actually, but yeah. If we still have those, then maybe that would be a good idea.
Who wants to roll the percentage to see make sure you didn't get rid of them after you got your tattoos?
I mean, Grigori probably wouldn't have, but I don't know about these guys.
What if you roll and the other one call a high or low?
That's because I'm somewhat on the paranoid side, motherfucker.
Alright, I would say you kept them around. They're stashed like deep within your backpacks. Mainly because Grigori kept saying, in case tattoo fail, you need.
You should wear a hat.
That was the exact quote, in fact.
Mainly because he was getting annoyed at Kaja, just like, you need cut.
He had to pick it up off the ground twice after Kaja threw it away.
But all right, you got your hats. You do a little prick of blood so you can empower it, and you're able to sleep through the night. Grigori, you didn't really get whammied by it. You're very quickly out of it. And Wyland, Kaja, please do will checks real quick.
What if we decide to not wear the hat?
You may hear someone calling to you in the night.
Christ.
So you are having bad dreams the entire night there, Kaja.
Wyland might not be drunk enough, might not be sober enough to remember to put on the hat. He remembered we had the hat.
Grigori will put it on for you.
All right, so willpower, you say?
Yes. Basically, you see if your brain can resist the bad thoughts. You don't have as bad as Kaja, because yours didn't go all the way back through every bad thing, but you are having some little bit of night terrors. Essentially, yours are coming down to the whole dreams equating to losing your wife and just that pain again.
It's okay. We'll get you a nightlight for tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
So, Kaja, what are Kaja's bad dreams?
Probably killing that dude.
Yeah, the day he became a murderer, right?
Just when you're in Bartertown and the guy's coming up and like you kill him and he's like, "It's okay. I know you didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. It's all right. You murdered me horribly, viciously." But yeah, so you're having dreams. It's not a restful sleep for you. And Wyland, you get a little bit more restful, but not 100%. Grigori wakes up in the morning feeling fucking fresh. He wakes up like he's in a fucking Folgers commercial. Just best part of what? Yeah, that bullshit.
Jimmy!
I told you, he's trained to handle this shit. This is his job. Literally.
But yeah. Captain calls down. Okay, boys, we're heading off. Next stop. Vistromon.
That'll be pretty close. Then we gotta head north, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were taking you down to Contention.
Don't listen to them. They're not.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. We've actually been on the quest here. I'm trying to... I gotta zoom in on the map here.
Get this man some water. I think.
Oh, yeah, Vistromon. Yikes, yeah. We gotta keep going, man. I'm drunk.
He has the map, like, folded in thirds. Like, what? You unfold. Oh, shit!
Oh, that's a lot farther away than I thought it was. Keep sailing.
It's a Chris. Remember the cover of Mad Magazine where you would fold it over and it would make a different picture?
Yes, that's exactly what Wyland's doing. He's trying to. Oh, look at this way. It's a guy riding a bicycle. Okay.
And this way, it's an evil eye.
This is what the wizards call folding space.
But yeah, it takes another. How long should this? Probably about a day's travel. So you get there right about nighttime, popping up. It's like right after sunset. It's just that nice dusky time when you arrive in Vistromon.
Grigori's favorite time.
Emo time, yes.
Yes.
Stop. Emo time. Emo time. You say so? It's nighttime when we show up there.
Yes, it's
Beautiful.
Dusk. Yeah.
Dusk. Right?
No, it's emo time. Pay attention.
Why you never pay attention? Why you?
Why
but
you
yeah.
never listen to me? I need to work on my Jewish mom.
And now we know the voice of your Mutants and Masterminds character if we ever get to that.
What, Vandersmash?
Vanderspashman. Okay, yes.
No, he's Dutch, thank you very much.
Anyways, you get there, and it is, since this little map thing doesn't actually tell me much beyond it's just there. The floating city.
Mhm.
Excalibur Weave is used as a platform which is composed solely from live specimens of the lake, uniquely reed species. This is told that the island is a single living organism growing from a central point. So the initial one I gave of it having like it's a floating city. It's just now you notice it's a little bit more life than wood.
What is life?
Yes, but it's dead life. But no, so you're able to be there, and it's the floating city. You remember, it's still very. It has a bunch of people coming in and stopping due to just being a bit of a trading area. You remember that in here is where one of the places you stayed for the Adventurers Guild?
This is also where my trainer is.
Yep.
I wonder how.
Oh.
And where Wyland made a song to try to make some money. Made a jingle.
I did? Oh, wait a second. Yeah.
Yeah, you made a jingle for a guy.
For his bar. Yeah, that's right.
It was for a general store, actually. I think it was.
Yes.
In fact, you can hear a street crier singing it right now.
I was gonna say you can kind of hear it's still there. It just has a few lines added, which make no sense, but it's updating his sales.
Just a couple of lines are about this week's specials.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wyland will notice the song, and gosh, the music is just enchanting. It. Whoever wrote that, it would. Wait a second, I wrote that. That's beautiful.
Or as that guy in Wolfenstein likes to say, well, I don't like to toot my own horn, except literally.
But yes.
All right.
So yeah, you guys have free reign. They're docking in. They have another shipment. She assures you it's not shady this time. It's just stopping to drop off at some elves on the way.
Oh, very pleasant.
We should, guys.
Mm.
We should probably go and find a job we can do today because we're running out of money.
That's true, actually.
Are we? Are we getting low?
Yes.
Hello.
Well,
Our asses be broke.
um,
Hold on a
Oh,
second. I
yeah.
still got some boar tusks I haven't sold yet. Not that they're much, but still.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
sure,
how are you guys so low? You just sold a golden spear or
yeah,
tri
but that
spear.
had to make up for a bunch of other.
True.
Yeah.
I think some of that money went to some supplies, though.
Yes, yes, it did.
Anyways, I want to find somebody who could use some boar tusks in their store.
Some boar tusk. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, like a scrimshaw shop or something, or
Scrimshaw.
I don't know. I've got some boar tusks worth a total of 42 silver that I haven't sold yet, apparently.
I'm all about.
Actually, I'll give it to Wyland, and he can haggle people. He needs to raise ranks on talents, so there's an excuse to roll that again.
Exactly.
Okay.
Maybe he can raise the price up to 50 or 60.
Yeah, I'll happily try and sell these things for you.
That's about all I got, though. So, I got 250 silver, but I don't have anything else to sell.
I just got the 605.
Just.
Listen,
bad.
considering that was our boat ride all the way through, we might need more in case we need to get back home.
I mean, we will need more soon. That's definitely true. But now we should probably wait until we're not protecting a precious cargo first.
Well, I was
Well,
going
that's
to
what I'm
say,
saying. Anything we can do for a day, like
That'll
the
still
crack
take us
bill.
away from it. I don't know. Bad idea.
I'm concerned
Afterwards.
about leaving the egg abandoned on the
Yeah, let's-
ship as well.
We'll do it
Yes.
after we've delivered it and when we come back.
okay.
Maybe down
Well,
in contention or something.
I mean, I can go out and certainly try and sell these tusks.
I mean, we could do that, yeah, because you can do that alone, and it'll probably not take super long. Like, it's not going to take all day.
All right. So where'd you get these tusks again? Give me a little bit of the story to work with here.
But remember back when we killed those boars?
No.
First?
We murdered an entire family of boars, and then somebody tried to adopt the child, and then it
Yes.
disappeared.
What?
When we were going to those caves to kill the giant moth things.
Yes.
He doesn't
the-
remember.
Giant
True
moth.
fire.
What the hell are you talking about?
I do remember that.
It was maybe.
Wait. Do a
7 or 8
perception.
seconds ago.
Grigori, do a perception.
Is this a memory one?
Memory one.
Blurp. Iffy.
You're like, why doesn't he remember this? What the fuck is wrong with it? Why is he remembering?
Which is
Wyland, you can make.
because
You can
As a
make one.
player, I know that something was stopping him from remembering it, but I don't know what it was.
It's kind of learned very quickly. When he came back, he's like, "What's going on? Why do I have this here?"
Look at that. 6 and 6 and 7 and 7.
Yeah. It's actually very, very interesting. But yes. So I'm gonna say you're like, why doesn't he remember? It's just like, oh wait, did something happen? I don't know. Whatever.
He
So-
was there, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was there. I feel like he was
I
there.
don't know what you people are talking about.
I just love the fact that the way these rolls turned out because I don't remember what the reason was either.
Okay, he doesn't remember because the whole moth that lays eggs in you to eventually destroy you from the inside.
Hmm.
He got stung and poisoned by it, and when you
Yeah,
get knocked
I
out
know.
by it, it erases your memory.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So he didn't remember several hours. So Dakota played very well in remembering that
Good job.
because he
Nicely
was supposed to
done.
have a baby boar, and it just ran off. Or no, they gave back to the family, I think, because he doesn't
I
remember.
thought we killed the family.
No, there was another
Oh
family.
no,
they killed.
we found a
Yeah.
second family and it got adopted. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
what it was. Nice.
Which good on you, Dakota.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting some bonus XP today. Good role playing.
Very nice.
50 more legend points.
Oh, don't be such a miser.
I'll figure it out later.
51. Thank you very much.
52, 52. Am I hearing 52, 52, 52? I wish I could do that. That's a hell of a voice.
Well, I mean, you are but just barely still coherent, so you got to work on that a little bit more. You got to be
Anyways.
full on incoherent to be a
So
proper.
what are you guys
auctioneer.
doing? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go and try and sell these tusks.
I'll stay with the egg.
Okay.
I'll go with Wyland.
Okay. Are you finally breaking out of your 1,000-yard stare, or are you just staring into the book and reading it over and over?
I'm doing actual study. I wasn't
Oh,
really
I
that
meant Kaja.
traumatized.
Oh yeah,
He's
when
going
he
with
does
him.
his when
Yeah.
he does his thing, I'll read.
That's what I mean. It's like he's going with them, but he can. It's called reading and walking. It's called multitasking, bro.
Yeah, that's called bumping into everything as you go.
Yes, but people in college can still do that.
Kasha can do that. Good.
Was that just to make sure you don't run into shit?
Yes. Finally did something. You know, he multitask.
I love how Dakota imposes roles on himself that the GM didn't even ask for.
I do. It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh my
Exactly.
god. All right. So yeah, you're able to read through. You look around. What do you just look for any store, or do you try to find the store that you were made the jingle for?
No,
kind of
I
song
don't
was
want to
that
find
again?
that. I don't want to find that one. I feel that I might. Well, you know what? I do want to. I want to find that one initially. I want an impression as to where he's at. I mean, business wise.
Okay. The store is actually going really well because no other store in town at the time had a jingle or a caroler that would go around and
You
Sing the
invented the
song.
concept of a Star's theme song.
yes, you basically did here. So like you were able to get attention, and thus you got a lot of business. He's been doing pretty well, and whenever you find out the store is actually taking over the stores to the left and right of it, knock down walls, now twice as big.
Oh my god, it's the world's first Sears.
You, sir,
No, it needs a second
should-
story for that one first.
you've
That's
done
true.
very well for yourself. Excellent. That is. That's fantastic.
Are you talking to yourself about it, or did you try to find him?
No, I'll try and find him.
All right, perception check to see if you can figure out where he is, or charisma if you want to smooth up the carolers and talkers.
We're
Sidewalkers.
absolutely going to smooth up.
Who do you think you're talking
Oh
to?
yeah.
Nice. 16. Yeah, I think you can work with that. you're able to find out where he is, which is after talking to a couple of the callers and people who are singing, they're going like, oh well, he usually spends his time here, and one finally leads you to there's an upscale bar that is kind of hidden. It's one of those you have to go down this little bit of a back alleyway, but it's for rich folk only. Like mainly, you have to be rich to learn about it. The only reason these people know is because the guy comes back drunk and can't keep his mouth shut.
Man, his store is doing so well, he doesn't even have to be at his store anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, really. He's got people to do that for him now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you now know the location of it, which is basically this little back area, and it leads into another part of the underground where, not too far from where the Adventurers Guild was. But you sit there and it's like you don't remember it, but thankfully that's because there's walls everywhere down there.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll make our way.
Okay. Kasha, do you question anywhere you're going, or do you just keep an eye on him and keep following?
I'm just making sure he's not getting into trouble.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't fall down and hurt himself.
I'm trying.
As he's known to do.
Yeah, you're able to find it fairly easily. It's right next to like where their bank area is and the place selling very nice and expensive clothing. You go in the back. It looks like the cleanest alleyway you've ever seen.
It's almost like a street, Kaja.
Kaja's
cleaner than a street.
I'm assuming it's very much just into the. But
oh my God, he's turning into Grigori.
Nope, he's just like, yep, sure.
And you're able to go through, and you see a door. It doesn't look questionable. It looks like just the back entrance to most of the places.
But how many cooks are having a cigarette back here?
I'll knock.
All right, there's no cooks out here having a cigarette. But yes, so you knock.
It's not a real back alley then.
You just see a little thing slide open. Hear a voice. What's the password?
Password is the owner of, and I'll name the store. Tell him his songwriter is here. I don't even need to come in.
Is it? I think it is.
Are you sure it's not the password? They change these every week, don't they? That's what it was 2 weeks ago.
Actually, they change it like every other hour. But
oh, well, see, there you go.
Wait, is this a time? Oh, wait, you said it was for
the person who wrote his song that has given him so much business.
I guess what? Okay. You just hear it slide shut. You're out there for like how long do you wait before you try knocking again?
About a minute.
Okay. All right.
Patient, huh?
It opens it up, looks, sees you. We're working on it. Eventually, out comes the guy who I don't remember his name or what he was.
I don't remember it either, and that may be in my book.
A formless face with no name greets you at the door.
A person that looks familiar that asks you to write it.
Yes.
Appears.
It's like that thing in an RPG where there's the character portrait, but it's just a black silhouette.
Yeah, pretty much. You recognize it and are like, "Hey, my old friend," and everything. But yeah, so you're able to see him, and he's like, "Oh, hi.
Hello there. How are you?"
I'm doing well.
Good. We just happened to be in the neighborhood. Thought we'd stop by. One, I wanted to congratulate you. We stopped by your store. It is much, much larger than it was the last time we were here. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. My genius knows no bounds.
Of course. And I heard some criers in the streets. They were singing the song that I wrote for you. It fills me with pride. It must make you happy as well because it directs more people to your business. Such a catchy tune.
Yes, except for those who are trying now to steal my thunder, but my genius knows no bound.
Yes,
I'll find a way around.
You said that.
Wow, success really went to this guy's head, huh?
Yes. Well, it certainly wears well on you though. This success. I don't mean to bother you in your establishment here. In fact, actually, if you could just scrawl a little note and put your stamp on it. My friend and I, we have a couple of tusks, boar tusks that have got quite a story behind them. And I figured, well, now that we're back in Visterman, of all people, we should see it should be you. And so I figured if we're going to sell them to anyone or give anyone first crack at these amazing tusks, hold them up, Kaja. See, look at those things. So if anyone should
hold it up, Kaja, you're just holding his hand as within.
If anyone should get first crack at purchasing these from us, it should be you. But again, clearly you're busy. So why don't you just sign off that you'll tell your associate, give me a note to pass to your associates that you give us a good deal, and we'll be on our way.
Now, hold on. I'm a businessman. Let me see these tusks.
Your genius knows no bounds.
Let me see this.
By all means. I'll
And
hand him a tusk.
He asks for the story.
I will then relate the story that is about 47% true. And where
47.2%. Thank you.
That is, I'll use the foundation of where we got them, and then to expand upon maybe some elements that we happen to find in this cave complex as to the farmer or the shepherd who raised these boars, and then that the shepherd was actually the brother of a famous person, and this brother actually kept a number of powerful magic items, and the story goes that the boars were of unnatural size, and some of the residual magic may be inhabiting inside these tusks themselves. It just takes
everything's more valuable when it has good legend behind it.
Exactly. It takes a proper amount of
legend with a capital L, mind you. This is Earthdawn.
Yes.
But yeah, so he's looking over and he's like, they're supposed to be of a natural size, you say, huh?
Yes, and these ones were taken from boars that were quite young.
I was going to say, they're about the size of a normal boar's tusk.
Of a normal boar, yes, exactly. But you'll notice that, well, I guess you won't just because these are the tusks, but it was obvious to us when we were encountering the family of boars. There were ones that were even larger, which we knew were adults, which meant these ones that we took the tusks from.
These were the angsty teenagers.
These were the young ones.
And you couldn't bring me.
We could tell by the emo fringe they were wearing.
The larger ones?
Yes.
Believe me, good sir, believe me, we tried. We gave pursuit, and we lost them within the complex of the caves. It's sad, but unfortunately true.
The legs of those things, man, though, they're fast.
Very
Yes.
well. He sits there and is like, he pulls out a little note. You see him writing it down. Yes. Take this, find Clarence. He deals with potentially magical items.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be able to give you a good deal.
Perfect.
Now,
The only magic here is the yarn that just got spun.
if you excuse me, I have to go.
But of course. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Yes.
When you're ready for the next phase of the song, hit me up.
Very well. You just hear him as he walks back in. Gigi, get down from there, you crazy.
Half that conversation, Kasha was just looking at like,
Not bad, huh? All right, let's go get some money. What does it say on the note?
Okay, it is in Tiskrang. I don't know.
I'll hand it to Kaja.
It's in
Kaja,
Drunken
what's it say?
Lizard Scroll.
Kaja, do you actually read it, or do you just stare at it blankly?
Yeah, I'll read it. Yeah, no reason to be a dick.
You look over and see if there's magic. If not, offer them basic price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could have been more.
You're gonna have to talk some more talk.
I'll do my best.
Talk to talk, walk some walk.
Well, you can always haggle with the other person.
True.
Yes, Nunu?
I like how message just hey.
Ain't one of you enchant those to make them more interesting?
Not
Nope.
yet.
No.
No, actually
No,
only
well-
one spellcaster.
Yeah, Grigori's the only spellcaster, and he can't quite do enchanting yet, but I'm getting close.
Troubadours are not bards. They're similar, but not
I mean,
the same.
They are bards. They're just not D&D. They don't have
Yeah.
the same.
They're not D&D
bards.
Some might
bards.
say they're better than bards in certain ways.
So they're not Nunu. That's D&D. Not here.
This is more of story weaving and lying.
Yes, and bullshitting and
Yeah. But
I'll
anyways,
go back and find. I'll go back and find Clarence.
okay.
We have a note for him.
You get there, and it looks like they're about ready to start shutting down. There's some people still, scraggling about inside. Oh, I have to find something for the holiday coming up. Oh.
Yes, it's very important. You want to make sure you get a good Life Day gift.
Go ordering stuff and make it more elaborate.
Well, Life Day, I believe, is the Earthdawn equivalent of a birthday, isn't it?
No, Life Day's Christmas.
It's Star Wars Christmas.
Star Wars Christmas.
Oh.
Which I'm tempted to
Oh, that's right.
stream that on Christmas Day.
The birthday
Oh,
is
yeah,
called
there you go.
naming day. That's right.
Nunu, there is no anti-horror ink. They're just using basic ink and using a
But
setup to make it look interesting.
I
Oh,
can
also, the
make-
tattoo thing is something we just completely bullshitted up on our own anyway.
Oh yeah,
It is
We-
definitely not
yeah.
actually in the rules.
we bullshit. Sorry, fine. I guess this is a group thing that by BSing and completely destroying of game mechanics and story lore over the past 30 some odd fucking
Okay,
sessions.
sorry. You can have full ownership
Wyland?
of the lore
What?
destroying bullshit of your own. Then
Wyland,
Yes.
Violet.
What? Yes.
do you think they have anyone in there that can actually see magic?
it's a good question.
That's a very good question. My guess is going to be yes. Our hope is maybe that he's going to be off
Possible.
duty because it's.
By the way,
almost
also,
closing time.
just a quick note for Nunu's question there as well. Grigori is actually getting pretty close to being able to enchant items in the Nethermancer way. So
Okay.
while we can't do it now,
But
we can
spirits
start
and
doing
things.
stuff like that soon. And by enchanting things in the Nethermancer way, I mean trapping a bound spirit in it and forcing it to help us.
Say,
We're
could-
the good guys.
I could tattoo.
Ah, Grigori is a good guy in the same way the Punisher is a good guy.
Yeah.
I could tattoo some of these tusks, etch them, and then we could pretend it's magic. And if the people in there can't see it, then it
Hmm.
might work. If
You know,
not,
that's
we
not-
ruin them.
Well, that's not a bad idea. I say give it a shot. Just make it real subtle.
All right.
Do your dexterity check to see if you comes out.
I'm gonna instant success this because I know I have one
I don't.
that I never used.
You didn't. You actually used it already.
Did I? I'm gonna buy myself one.
Let's see, how many coins am I up to nowadays?
Do you have enough to buy it?
You got at least a reroll.
I do. I have 937 or
I
936.
think we've all got like 2 rerolls each banked or something. As
Yeah,
well.
you got 2 rerolls banked each.
Let me reroll then.
Okay, so you're using one of your rerolls? Alright.
How much does the insta success cost again?
$250. I'm trying to buy it, but it's not letting me.
That's weird. Oh, hold up. I think I turned that off. Shit.
Hold up.
Well, I'm just gonna buy the instant success then, unless 5 isn't good enough. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, it should be on.
It's not letting me.
Huh.
Well, if you can see that he has enough, you can always just let him do it and deduct it later. Or something like that.
Anything. The hell?
Let's see.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you got 960.
There we go. I had to type something.
Oh, yeah. Brr.
There, instant success. It
Fine.
looks pretty.
Okay. You're able to get an instant success going. You little shitheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get your instant success, and you're able to make a really intricate looking pattern. It's not the best work since you're still just learning this,
Of course.
but you're able to get it going, and yeah, you got it nice and clean. You get some Tiskrang, artwork in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do it
Fancy.
to all the tusk or just like one?
Yes, all of them.
All right, you basically just repeat the same one to make it look like, oh, it's the same magic that affected them.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Chris, high or low?
Let's go high.
High.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Low. Clarence is on duty,
Oh, all right. Yay.
and so you take some time to do this, or are you trying to doodle on it on your way there?
We might stop
Yeah.
so he's not doodling while walking.
Okay. You're able to, and yeah, it's right as closing, and the whole trying to make sure everything for Life Day. And yeah, you're able to go up and you ask about Clarence, and they point him out, and you see a very distraught looking teenager who is being forced to wear what is considered traditional looking wizard's cloaks for this realm.
Ooh.
So he looks very silly.
We'll go walking.
You may look silly, but this has suddenly become serious business.
Looking for which one of you gentlemen? Is it just one person that's up there?
Yeah, it's just one guy. It's like you look up and it's signed that says magic and oddities.
You must be Clarence.
He looks over.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I am Clarence the Great. Welcome to my... What do you want? Dude, it's so
I'm going
close,
to-
Andy. I'm tired.
What do you want? I love it.
Well, first of all, Clarence, it's a pleasure to meet you. We just boss. He's a friend of mine, and we were talking about these lovely tusks here, and he has this note. I'll let you read the note here, kind of discuss some of the details. Now, I should point out that the magic which we believe is in these tusks is it's not potent magic. It is magic, and it just more than likely needs a few threads woven to it. But by all means, here's the note. Read away.
He looks and is like, tell a guy that you're trying to save up so you can get some training. Uses the crap out of it. So,
Are you talking about? You're not talking the job that you have and the clothes that you're wearing, are you?
so it's like, yeah, I am. You think I would wear this normally?
Well,
Have
Clarence,
you ever seen any other spellcaster wear this and be serious?
I have not. However, I should point out, though you're clearly very serious about this, Clarence.
What are you rolling,
And
Kasha?
I'm gonna let him finish his sentence.
Okay.
clearly, you're very serious about this, and you can tell by the tone of your voice that you have great things ahead of you. You have to remember, most of the people that will come through here, odds are they haven't been around, haven't seen as much of the world as you probably will. So to them, this matches the tales that people like I tell about wizards and illusionists and elementalists and all the other spellcasters out there. So you're fitting something that's in their mind, and this is what serves your boss well, which allows him to make money and allows you to get that money for your training. So it is a bit of an insult right now, but trust me, in the long run, it'll serve you well.
Plus, he's pissed off at his boss anyway, so he'd probably pay him more just to spite his boss.
Exactly.
Tell me, what's the story you can weave for this?
Oh, well. And I will then launch into the story as well. And now that I know that he put little spraying flares on there, I'm going to talk about.
Rub a little stank on it.
I'm going to talk about. I'll throw in a little Tuscring angle as well.
Okay.
I will dramatically pose behind him.
So what was that 6 for, Kaja?
Oh, if this fails, Kaja's just gonna be really blunt with the kid and try to first impression because he hasn't talked. And just be like, listen, your boss is an asshole. Give us twice what these are worth. Give us twice what these are worth if they're magical, and we'll split it with you.
Chris, are you going to actually roll a haggle, or?
You want me to do a haggle or an entertainment?
An entertainer.
All right.
Since you're trying to sell the story more than sell an item.
Than the cost.
Stank.
Oh yeah, definitely stank going on this one. Here's the entertainer, and here is the
15. Okay. He sits there and he's like, I can work with that.
well,
And
somebody
Kaja,
like you, I would imagine, could.
Kaja, you're in the back just posing randomly.
Yes. Just
So
going along with the story, adding flair.
I like the way that that Clarence asked you for what the story he can spin for this was, just to show that he's preemptively not buying your bullshit. He's like, yeah, you're gonna be lying to me. Just tell me the lie I can give to my customers too.
So Kaja, are you back there like whenever he's bringing up like about it? Are you sitting there with the tusk, just like, oh yes, tusk?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
doing the
just
Vanna
doing
White
shit
thing
like
in the
that.
background with them.
But all right, so yeah, he's sitting there and he's like, all right, that's a good enough story. I can sell that.
Good.
I may have to
No.
wait a few days since he kind of smears some. It's like, because ink needs to dry.
Interesting that.
Yes, interesting
Well,
that one of your fingers are also kind of dark.
Well, that's a birth defect, but that's okay.
I personally like the fact that they tried to pass off the fact that there's going to be spraying artwork that naturally grew in these tusks.
But like, all right.
Well, you say a few days, meaning a few days to generate the silver. I would have that hard time believing that, considering the size of the store.
No, I can generate the silver. The issue is I'm going to have to wait a few days to sell this, so actually I can
Of
prop this
course.
up right before Life Day.
See,
Yeah.
there you go. Now you're thinking.
Just sell it as something that, it helps get couples in the mood and make children. That kind of thing.
It's a fertility horn.
How many horns were there?
I think we just had the two.
Four.
4? We
I
got
think
4.
4.
All right, 4.
The note you gave me was that they are worth 42 silver pieces total.
Okay, but there's 4 of them total.
But they're between all 4 of them, so like
Okay.
they're worth 40 divided by 4 each. But whatever stank we managed to rub on it is whatever might modify that. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go with the 30 per.
That was before bullshitting that they were magical, mind you.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Like 30 per, so you'll be able to get 120 out of it.
You,
Good inflation
Clarence,
on it. That's
made
triple.
the day.
He's always like, yeah, I can sell this to some gullible idiot.
See? Now you're thinking.
Listen, kid, look more miserable. The only wizard I've ever met looks miserable.
What's he practice?
So that means that every wizard should look miserable, I guess.
No, I don't know. But there's like ghosts and shit, and people's heads kind of like go funky. I don't know.
Interesting.
This is where Clarence is like, well, that guy's not a wizard then. What the fuck are you talking about?
Clarence, you do have.
Kaja doesn't know anything about magic.
Yeah.
He's just saying shit.
I'll look at Kaja and say, Clarence does seem to already have the disapproving glare that Grigori does have. So I think he's got that part down quite well.
He's on his way.
Yes, you're well on your way.
Someday you'll kill a horror just like our guy did. And then Kaja's just going to walk away.
Just look at this map.
Because
Just
he
look at what it
doesn't
says
give
on
a
our
shit.
map here. Grigori killed air somehow.
I'll take the money and
Okay.
thank him very much.
No problem.
And, good luck selling these, although I don't think you'll
You're
need
gonna
it.
need it.
Oh, please. There's so many gullible people.
Yes, aren't there though?
What-
Speaking of which, I have some. Have you had any of Grunth's wonderful ale?
I don't drink.
I was trying to remember his name earlier.
He's just like, I don't drink. I gotta stay straight edge to practice magic.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, be careful with that.
He's
Well,
like,
salute
all
him.
right. He just turns to you. What's one of the first thing? What's the thing to keep away? He snaps at Kaja real quick as he's like, you. What? What's a common beast you think you've encountered? Since you look like you've killed a few things.
Alligators and crack bills.
Crack bills, got it. So you start seeing him write up a sign.
Families.
Horns to repel crack bills.
Nice
Oh,
one,
there
Chris.
you go.
Keep
Nice
them
one.
off your farmland.
Keep them 50 miles away from you while with this crack bill. And yes, if you come back later, he'd be like, well, but there's no crack bills anywhere near. That's how well they work.
Do you see any crack bills? No.
That
Exactly.
means they're working.
But yeah.
Nice.
Hey, Chris, I think if Kaja was a ranger in D&D, his favorite enemy would be families.
Would be families, yes.
He's just so good at destroying them.
His
Yeah.
favorite terrain, graveyards. But yeah.
No, that's me.
We'll take the cash, and I am concerned, so we should probably go back to the ship.
Sounds good. All right. You head back to the ship. Getting a little bit darker. Gosh, I'm surprised you don't want to try to go visit your old master. Say what up.
Feel like he did.
Didn't he already kick us out?
Oh,
He already
He's
made
been
a
banished.
back.
hasn't banished him. He just told him that's all I can train you. Go find the world.
No, I distinctly remember him saying, "I don't want to see your ugly face anymore. You make me sick."
I remember where he lives. Let's go.
I know where you live.
Okay.
You can't get rid of me.
I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe he knows anything or something about dragons.
Yeah,
All right.
could be.
You
I mean, yeah.
you're able to find
Worth a
his
try.
place. You know basically that knocking on the door won't get his attention half the time. You basically just go in, you open the door and enter.
Walk
Enter-
in.
Yeah. Are you trying to be respectful of him, or are you just being an asshole and walking in?
No, I'll be respectful.
Say friend
Shit
and
out of
enter.
me.
Okay. You
Hello?
open the door,
Bello.
and he's just like, in the tea room.
And just go up there and just kind of like, hello. We're
Surprise
in town
tackle
for
him.
the day.
Ah, Kaja. Been a while. What brings you back here?
Lizard stuff. They're just scaly, weird things. It's awful.
You're a doctor.
This is why he's not the troubadour.
No. I occasionally get smart things to say, but then I talk like an idiot because I'm not.
He can't word
Good at
properly.
I'm not good at words.
What's funny is his favorite character is the Dragonborn bard in D&D.
See, that bard proves I can do things right because I basically copy Chris.
Good inspirational troubadour for you.
Role play. You just
Love
copy
it.
everything else and make it your own.
That's
I
right, just
made
come-
that woman think Dragonborn sometimes have tails.
Sometimes, I mean, always.
I don't think they have them in D&D.
On D&D.
Really?
Yep.
It's news to me. Not that I study it much or anything, so
Like,
But
I never really played that race.
we're on business, and we'd stop by while we had the day.
Oh,
Thank you.
would you like some tea?
Sure, this is Wyland. He's Wyland.
Yes, that's actually a very accurate description.
See, amongst us, that would explain everything.
There's like a pause between that too. It's like this is Wyland, but he's Wyland.
Yeah. Okay.
He is an axiom of his own.
Yes.
He sits you down. He pours you some tea concoction, and as you take a drink from it, you realize you forgot about the fact that he pretty much puts alcohol in everything.
And how smashed am I?
Oh, not. It's like barely Irishing up coffee.
Ah, okay.
It's like you can taste it and you're like, right. That's a thing he likes to do.
It's a condiment.
It's like sweetener, you know?
Ugh.
Is that sour?
But yes. You're able to sit there and he asks about events and if anything, and that you seem troubled. And you can tell him if you want or not.
Yeah, I'll give him the rundown of everything. I trust him enough.
All right.
And if there's anything Wyland doesn't want said, he can chirp in.
Kick him under the table. No, if he's your old master, I have no problems with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Ask him if he knows anything about the Servus jungle. Anything that could help us.
Ah, the Servos Jungle. That's an interesting place. And that my little map thing tells me nothing about.
There should be a bunch of stuff in the book now.
That requires reading.
Yes, it does. Welcome to being a GM.
But I make shit up all the time. That's my favorite way.
It's basically the Blood Force, but worse.
Have you been to Blood Force? Okay, good. Now imagine your worst fears. Double that. Shit your pants, and there you go.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm not seeing anything in the servers here. Oh, there it is. Hold up.
That's okay. You'll have like 3 or 4 weeks to study it.
Yeah.
He tells you some basic things about it. He's like takes a sip. It's a massive region, central Barsaive, you know. There's plenty of plants and wildlife. It's quite beautiful in some.
Yes, we know it's a jungle. Thank you.
You'll find no one really goes into it. They make their living outside of it. If you venture in, ooh. But one
May
of
the
the
passions be with you.
exactly. But there is something before the Scourge. There were some civilizations in there, but when the Scourge hit, it kind of destroyed something. So you may be able to find those if you venture far enough. Maybe even some primitive tribes. Humans, elves, Scrang.
still out there and functioning?
Kind of.
Or have they been changed by the dark magics?
Not for me to say.
Fair enough.
Well, this has been nice. I don't know how to make small talk. Stay safe.
Yes, to you too.
Might want to warn him that the horrors might be coming for him. Just a little bit of might, but might.
Oh, you students. Don't you understand? I've always had to deal with horrors. You mean you piss off enough people?
No, yes.
Just saying, some of ours might come for you, not really yours.
Ah, great. Great. Awesome. Thank you.
Sorry.
And this is why he's not going to teach you anymore.
No,
No, get out of my life.
If you die, maybe I'll be done with your horrors and I can deal with mine.
Bye.
But yeah, so yeah.
Fair.
He sits there, he tells you some basic info, and you finish up. You're not feeling tipsy, you're just feeling like that was the weirdest tasting tea since you remembered that you don't drink his tea anymore.
It's a bit strong.
Yeah.
Tea with
I
vodka.
forgot about that.
But yeah, unless you have anything else to do, it's pretty much for the night there.
Let us
Yeah.
sleep.
Let's go, back to the ship.
What?
What?
When did Wyland turn into a frat boy?
Ages ago!
Get back to the ship, yo!
These poor tots are totally crunk.
When he tried to fuck the orc lady after the crack bill attack.
That's when it happened.
The first
Okay.
one, not the second one.
That's hard to keep track of all these orcs.
It is hard.
No, the crack bill. Second crack. The first.
But yes, okay. Yeah, you go back. You're able to sleep. Both of you again will check to see how well.
Yes.
Well, shouldn't we be trying the tattooing first?
Oh, yeah.
Right. If you want to.
Well, I mean, he's sober
so-
now, so.
So who's going to be the first one to be tested?
I'll do it.
You do it on yourself?
And that's great. This is hard.
You screw that one up, so now you have similar to Wyland, wherever you were doing it, a black splotch.
Good.
All right.
Wyland does not want to do any
Gregor's like,
tattoo
see,
work done.
it's hard, isn't it?
All right. Wyland, you're able to get through the night with no real issues.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a
you're able to
happy
sleep.
little elf.
Yep. Whatever your
Anyone
normal
else?
dreams are, you're back to that. But
Does anyone
good.
else want to try getting a tattoo?
No, he does not.
I'm ready.
I'm surprised you
My body
tried to
is
buy
ready.
another instant.
Yeah!
Okay, you're able to get it on there. Where do you have him put it, Grigori?
Not my dice, but
Yeah.
why is it?
Side of the leg or something, I guess. I don't know.
All
Whatever.
right. So he does inside the leg. You're able to do the empowering of it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Let's get one more go on me before bed.
Hey, you're
Hey.
able to finally get it there. So where was the first black dot?
The first black dot that I failed miserably on was on the other side of the burn,
Okay.
and then now it's in the center of his chest.
So burn, black dot, thing.
Ah, cool.
All right, yeah.
Burn the other one. I'll look cooler. And then while I'm sleeping,
It's traditional that way.
You're able to get it. Where do you put it on him? Because remember, like going up the right arm over to the chest, he has the vines ready.
You mean while I'm sleeping?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna put it on
I
his
told
outside.
you, Chris, it's
outside of his
tradition.
thigh.
Does that wake me up?
Do a perception check to see how heavy of a sleep, since you're actually in a peaceful sleep.
I think it'd be a toughness test.
Well, just perceive if he's feeling pain in his sleep world or not. But you know, fine, toughness.
Yeah.
We'll do toughness. Let's see, how tough are you?
Oh my gosh, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, you wake up like halfway through it.
God, what?
He's like,
What are you
goddamn
doing?
Ooh.
I'm doing the thing. Shut up.
No, I want to go.
Feeling-
Let me go back to sleep. I got my hat on. I go back to sleep.
No,
Well,
shut up.
well,
You're getting your fucking thing finished.
we're kind of during the
What?
day.
It's
See?
already done. See?
It's halfway done.
It was halfway done. You're
Yeah.
able to finish it during the argument.
There. Yeah, baby.
See, Wyland, it's not just me.
All right.
Did he ask you before?
No, I meant Gregory did it to you in your sleep before, and now he's doing it to your sleep.
Oh.
Sleep this
Yes.
time.
You guys are my friends.
It's just the way we do things to the elf.
Apparently so.
And now let's. Do I still need to do the?
For your
Yeah,
own good,
yeah,
damn
you gotta do a will save.
Hey,
Alright,
that's
it's-
not the word.
It's not as bad as it was the night before. You still kind of have some bad parts of it, but it's like intermingled with normal sleep. So not
Yay.
completely pass out. You know. But yeah. So next morning you notice there's some stuff piled in there. The captain heads off. And you just go down and you stop at Riverland.
Yeah.
It's mostly just a drop off. Actually it's a few days down the path, but it's a drop off. You can stop to talk with your old mentor if you want. Wyland?
I might actually, yeah, just to maybe at least get a line on where I can get some new training.
Right. That's
Yeah,
why I
you-
said yes.
Score yourself a referral, huh?
Yes, exactly. That's how we do it in the Troubadours.
Right?
A
So
little networking.
you see them bring it in. It's mostly like various foods and health items. A couple of times you notice that it's just pants and things for the parties he likes to throw.
But are the pants fancy?
We can only hope.
It's a troubadour. They must be fancy.
Yes,
It's the only kind of pants there are for troubadours.
exactly. So you get in there, and yeah, he looks at you. Ah, Wyland, why are you back here? I thought I told you I trained you enough.
Oh, no, you had. We're on a mission at the moment. I thought I would just stop by one to say hello, and then I'm still searching for a new trainer, and I'm ready to move on to the next circle. But I'm wondering if you know anybody. We'll be heading. Let's see, where are we? We're in
You're in Serverland.
We're in Sherland, yes. We'll be heading towards contention. If there's anyone that you know there that might be worth my time to seek out.
Ah, contention. Not that I recall. But you know who are fantastic dancers?
Who?
Dragons. You know they danced everything?
Really?
Yes.
Is there a style of music that they prefer?
No, they just dance to the rhythm of the nature.
Who's road dance?
From everything from mating to even death, they danced.
Interesting.
But of course, trying to find a dragon to train you. That'd be insane.
Yes, that would be very, very difficult too, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have wings, you're not scaly.
Exactly. Well,
Maybe your friend over
Wow.
there could, but I don't know.
well, you never know. It's possible.
Multi-class.
Interesting. So,
And
All right.
unaware of holding, right?
how are you?
Oh, the trainer you're asking?
Yeah.
It's good. People are being trained. Buildings are being fixed up. As you actually look around, you notice that it doesn't look like ruins anymore. It looks like it's actually being built up, and it's decently taking shape as the start of a kingdom again.
This is good. This is a good thing. Well done.
Very good thing.
Yes. Yes.
Good,
Still having a few issues with our overall, but we're heading in the right direction.
Good.
Yes.
But
well, look, I don't. Well, go ahead. I
was going to say, here's what I would do.
All
If
right.
you find, after contention and whatever business you have in that area, if you still haven't found anyone, come back to me and I'll have some people talk and see if there's anyone I can find. Maybe one of my old masters.
Excellent. That's I think it's a perfect idea. I'll do that.
Get out my telephonic communications device and give him a ring.
Yes.
Well, we're very
I don't wanna
advanced
keep you.
elves, you know. But yes, so
He's from a subrace of dwarves or elves called the Dwemer.
he sees you all with a very big flare of a salute.
I shall flare him back.
Disgusting. Perverts.
And you guys get back on the boat.
Right in
No.
front of Kaja, too.
And a few days later, you finally arrive on the dock area near Contention. And with that, we will end today's session.
I was just going to say, you finally arrive at the end of the session.
Yes. And I want to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to follow if you're not following the channel. If you're watching this later on YouTube, sorry it's so late putting it up. I'm being a butt about that, but feel free to subscribe. Check out these guys. We will be back until the new year, I think. Right?
Well, I
That's
know I
probably
won't
safe
be.
to say. Yeah.
Yeah, because Krendar has a thing. And
Called the holidays.
Called the
I
holidays.
think you guys should still get up to some shenanigans if you can.
Well, it's like RPG Squad won't be back for Earthdawn until at least the 3rd. So Merry
Right.
Christmas, everybody! Happy New Year's.
Yeah,
Hope
I'll be here for
2018 is
that.
better. But yeah. Outside of that, hopefully next week, if at least me and Dakota maybe, Chris, you're free to join in shenanigans. We'll figure something out.
Love
But
shenanigans.
let's go from one way to another. Dakota, what's happening with you lately?
I'm currently at the end of 100%ing the first Sly Cooper, which I need to keep speed running for.
Awesome.
I'm
Great
speed
game.
running the hell out of everything, and goddamn, it's hard.
It's a tough game.
Playing through all the Kingdom Hearts. We just started the first one, and tomorrow is going to be me playing a dickload of indie games because holy shit, I got a bunch of keys and I might as well do something.
No. Here, I need a clarification. Dickload and a fuckload. Which one's higher? Which one's lower?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Fuckload is higher because it requires 2 people.
Right, it requires the dick and a hole.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That makes sense.
A whole lot of dick. in fact.
Or another dick,
Or another
depending
dick.
on what
Well,
you're
you
into.
still got a hole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The butthole works.
The dick load is like one person can handle it.
All right. Chris.
The only thing I've got really going on, Deadlands Reloaded actual play, which by the time this comes out, at least 3 episodes total, if you want to count the character creation episode, but 2 episodes at least of the actual play of the actual
I
play.
like the journalist voice you do for that.
Oh, thank you very much.
And,
This is very mighty kind of you there.
Exactly. Just like that.
If you're watching this on YouTube, the link will be down below, and I will be updating my Twitch page to include links to everybody's crap here.
Yay, crap.
And now, Krendar, you have
my
pretty
crap-
much the rest of the year planned out.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get up until January 4th pre-recorded before I leave in a few days.
Yep.
And I'm almost done. Got 2 more recording sessions left to go, but we're finishing up Wolfenstein 2 in the next few days. Technically, I've already got that one done, but as far as the release schedule goes, still plenty more of Evil Within 2 left to go. But I've been playing. You guys remember this old Capcom game called Strider?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
They re-released that a little while ago, so I did a Let's Play of that recently. And an indie game called Ghost 1.0,
Nice.
which is an interesting game where some sort of disembodied entity is controlling an empty shell of an android, combat android, infiltrating an enemy base.
Neat.
Shadowrunny style. It's been a fun little game. So there's that.
All right. And
What's going on?
for me, I'm been random playing. I'm gonna start up an actual edited version of My Summer Car, and if Dakota wants to join in, he can, because I feel that needs to be edited a fuckload more. Friday.
I think that's a game that probably requires a lot of editing. Yes.
Yeah, because as drunk as we
Ooh,
were
boy.
before playing that,
We never made it back home.
we made it back home. It didn't work too well. That was the issue. But no, and I will be doing some actual things edited and uploaded. But thank you all for watching. And for that, I leave you with a crappy little song that is the marker of a holidays in Oklahoma.